Alrighty, wife noticed some oil on her skid plate. Honestly, taking a quick look at it, it looks like it's mostly coming from like a filter, so maybe just a gasket situation. Doesn't appear to be like a lot of puddling or anything. Gotta remove the skid plate and see if we can find anything more serious. Alrighty, riding season's in full swing in the Pacific Northwest. However, my wife noticed on her 23 or 24 790, she's got some oil down on her skid plate. I did a quick look through. It looks like it's coming from the filter location, but it's got to go in for a service here soon, so I just want to see, if it's anything more serious, and we'll go from there. The process of determining that's going to be pretty simple since it looks like it's coming from the lower part of the engine. We're just going to remove the skid plate, and then underneath the bike there should be two more back here. There's a group of three up this direction. We're not going to touch those ones because those are actually for that plate there. Anyways, gonna keep trying to see if I can use the provided KTM kit to do this type of maintenance stuff. I'm still impressed with how good it is. A little different thing. We're doing the kit out of my 890 instead of her 790 kit. They are functionally the same. Just want to kind of explain to be like, oh, that doesn't look like 790 kit. Yeah, they're mostly the same. So any hoozles, I think it's a 10? No, so it looks like an 8 mil. All right, they do give us an 8 mil wrench. And it looks like we could also use a torch. So let's see if they can provide us the torques. That. Let's see. Let's go with a. Oh, they do give us a socket too. No. All right. So inside of the provided KTM kit, you can either use the open-ended wrench, a provided 8 mil, or a T30. Let's go ahead and give this T30 a shot. See how it goes from there. I'm already regretting this decision. Yeah, it's not too bad. They're not very tight at all. Okay, this rotated. No stand or anything necessary for this. She had her dealer that initial break-in service done at a dealer. Looks like they went a little ham on one of these. Not too crazy. So they clearly use torque spits as they do the service. Something I noticed kind of recently. So my wife and I are each running stock skid plates on our bikes, and her bike came with this crud catcher. I'm not sure if they just tossed it with us for free or if we paid like the $30 for it. I don't remember it being itemized, but just kind of cool that her bike came with it. Mine doesn't have it. Doesn't matter too much to me because I'm planning on doing a replacement. You know what? We're gonna leave that one in just a little bit because we're gonna remove some bottom ones and I don't want something falling on me. Alright, moving the camera. I don't know how good we're gonna get on these shots, but you can at least watch me struggle a little bit. Oh dear. Okay. Hopefully you can see something. Nah, there's no chance. For skid plate stuff like this, I would prefer if it was recessed in. Oh my goodness, I'm bananas with these. Okay, that one's fine. So the kickstand bolt, I would say is definitely not to torque spec, unless spec is King Kong. Okay. Let's see if we can get this one in time. We may end up resulting to a socket wrench for this guy. I don't want to break things. No, okay, cool. Alright. Alright, tell the skid plates what to fall away. So it's a good idea to leave that one of those front ones on so it doesn't just drop down on you. Taking a look at all the bolt sizes, they all appear to be the same, which is nice. You don't have to remember their order, you just have to remember that there's 6 of them. And prepare for loud noises. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay. Let's take a look, see all the type of debris that's on the skid plate. Okay, so there are those 3 that I was talking about that you don't need to touch, and this like touches the bottom of the engine or something and just provides like additional support for the metal. You can clearly see it's on the left side of the case, not the right, and it's concentrated in the filter location. So let's see what we got going on in here. First off, what does the bike even look like without a skid plate? It looks a little silly. Okay. This is actually the first time I've had the skid plate off on this platform. Alright, so yeah, alright. Everything kind of looks concentrated right here. You can even see a drip forming. So maybe just a crushed gasket or something. It's kind of funny, it took like 3,000 miles or so for it to happen. Don't see any other leaking or anything though, so that's kind of good. I'm gonna get in there with my with a little mirror or something just to make sure there's no like oil pulled up on the inside of this tab, because then that could mean some oil might be like coming out this way. It is kind of weird, I don't know. Yeah, any oozles. We're gonna clean this up, maybe touch this screw, see if it's loose, and go on from there. All right, so I'm actually just let the video run. Otherwise though, the entire rest of the case looks nice and clean. Don't see any other signs of concern or cause for concern. Just again, nice. Took a photo to send off to the wife. And let's grab that chin first. Oh yeah, hold on. Before we start cleaning, let's see if we can see up there. Just gonna hit record on a video. Oh, some like electronics and stuff in the way. I think we might end up being too close to really see with that. Let's go finger test. Yeah. There's some crud up there, but it's all dry and dirt, not like anything pulled. All right. So I'm thinking nothing's coming from there. It looks like it's all coming from around here. You can even see right there where the oil appears to be seeping a little bit. Okay. Filter cap is also a T30. Oh, that's on there kind of tight. Huh. So, the filter cap doesn't need any tightening. So, like I said, we're actually doing an oil change on this here soon. So, I'm not going to bother taking this off and redoing anything. I was just more so checking to make sure like it wasn't the oil pan gasket or maybe a warranty issue. It doesn't appear to be so that's good news for everyone involved. So now I just kind of cleaned it up. That oil you see that was on the skid plate, that's from like 8 months, though it appears to kind of just started recently, which might just be due to some of the temperature changes and stuff. These engines run kind of hot, and although the riding season is in full swing now, it did kind of start up here more recently. It's still fairly frequently like in the 50s and 40s. So, I'm not making excuses. I'm just stating what I think could be a case. But either way, so I'm just going to clean up the skid plate, put this back on, and we're ready to go for the next service change. So the other, okay, I'm just kind of taking a look down here. In the future, things that I could potentially see leaking, right? This gasket here, your oil filter here, or your 2 screen catch here, because each of these have gaskets. But again, there's nothing back there, and it's such a little amount up front, I don't think it's really a problem. Alright, so with that, let's get that skid plate back on. I have a feeling this is going to be a bit more of a pain in the butt than taking it off was. I'm going to clean the mount areas just a little bit. Those little wipes. Working here, might as well knock this crap off too. Alright, hit it with a little bit of Dawn. Gonna throw some water on, agitation of a brush, and then get this reinstalled. Alright, well, while we're here, might as well hit the top too. Or the bottom. It's here. Double. That's something in the way of good enough. So let's go ahead and rinse it up. Let's see. How difficult / annoying do you think this will be? Definitely seems like something that'd be a little bit easier with a partner. Mine's at work. Nope. I think the best way to do this is going to be kind of up front again. Get in one. Kind of go from there. Okay, well, yeah. I'm jinxing it for the moment, but actually, it wasn't bad at all. Okay. I'm never gonna get old of the jokes, but I do appreciate the repairability of KTMs, the ease of working on them, right? Maybe they have to be easy to work on because they're always broken. I don't know. Is that crossed up? It is not. It does feel funny though. Okay. Probably shouldn't tighten any of these down. Not looking to tighten any of these down too much right now. Just get them on. Alright, moving on to the bottom ones now. Now, a question I find myself asking, I'm going to post this video, and did we really talk about anything? I think we did. We figured out how to remove the skid plate. We saw where the oil filters and all that stuff were, and we know that in my wife's case, her little oil leak, I'm sure I'd call it a leak, her oil seep isn't a major concern. So all good information. We're gonna figure out if we're gonna do her next service with the dealer or at home. It should just be an oil change and a few other random checks, chains, pads. Maybe I have to get in the side case for that oil jet thing. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Anyways, that's when we'll see if we can really correct the thing and see if it was just a what do you call it? A gasket, or if it was actually a piece of debris. And we're doing all these up just tight. They weren't on there too bad. These are some type of galvanized or whatever processed steel screw, and the one and they're going into some other type of steel support bar for the most part. You don't have to worry about stripping like steel through aluminum stuff, but you know, these aren't down there that tight, so don't want to go too crazy. All right. Oh, once again, the KTM toolkit works. It with the KTM toolkit, we verified you can definitely tension your chain. You can remove the skid plate. You can do your oil change, at least from the point of removing the filter. And the cap is over here. I don't actually, gosh dang it, I didn't look to see where the drain plug was. That's my bad. I'm assuming probably somewhere down here. And do we verify we can remove the filters with the kit? Oh, hold on. There's no way. Yeah. Okay. So, oh, nope. There it is. KTM kit provides again. You can remove the screens with the provided 13. So either way, there we go. Hers is all buttoned up, nice and happy with that. Okay. This is the next day. Ran the bike just a little bit. I didn't really go for a ride or anything, but it doesn't look like we have any oil back down there. Give it the quick sweep. Oh, no, there it is. All right, yep, so it's definitely coming from that gasket.